last year when I did a video, um, life happens. As time go by, you get more busy doing stuff, and you get more busy with life, and life get in the way, and so as time passes, you don't be seeing me doing a lot of videos like I used to. But I'm gonna try to. I keep saying this, but I'm gonna try to keep a schedule. Try to make one, but I be so busy with different stuff that you know, uh, but anyway, LeBron James is a role player. Okay, this proved this. This proved yet again that this man is a role player. Okay. I keep trying to tell y'all, LeBron lovers, that this man is not the GOAT, okay? Look at all the coaches today. Vogel got fired. He got fired today. What's going on, 305? The man got fired today. This is yet another coach, with the exception of Eric Spoelstra, whatever his last name is, from Miami. But every coach that coached a role player got fired. Okay? This man is the GOAT. He keep losing. He missed the playoffs with the Lakers. He had Luke Walton, got him fired. Got Frank Vogel with the help of Street Clothes, Anthony Street Clothes Bennett. That name come from Barkley. Yeah, I came back, but hopefully I'm gonna make I can't make a promise, but I'm gonna try to make, instead of lives, I make videos like I used to also, but they may not be long as the other ones as before, because life get in the way. That's explained my absence. But anyway, they fired Luke Walton, and they got Street Clothes. They threw Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, all them boys under the bus, got them traded to get Street Clothes. Okay, Anthony Street Clothes Bennett Jr. And they won a title, bubble title. And they didn't win jack cents. So somebody wrote this. I saw it on a post that it's funny they won the bubble championship because they had about a couple of months off. Street Clothes could get healthy. They played. They started the season. The pandemic thing happened. Street Clothes got healthy with them months off, and then they went on and won the title. That's the only reason they won that title. Okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to do. I got a new phone, so I could do quick little videos. So without putting much thought in them, I'll probably do that. So I could have something. I could post something every other day. Like with the little sound, little wave thing. I might do that. But anyway. They hired Street. They appreciate it. They hired Street Clothes. They threw Lonzo Ball, who killed. I think he out for the season now, but he was doing good in Chicago. Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, he became an All-Star last year, the year before, or something. They did all that for Street Clothes. Okay, so they went into the bubble with Street Clothes. And the role player and Street Clothes won the title, bubble title, okay? And then we see what happened when the full season come. LeBron, Scottie Pippen, Jr. either getting bounced in the first round, or they ain't even making the play-in, okay? Kobe took a wash and injured the White House to the playoff. LeBron couldn't take wash Westbrook and injured Street Clothes. That's his name, okay? That name come from Charles Barkley. Okay. So I've been using street clothes to, among my friends, and it's a LeBron lover. There's a bunch of LeBron lovers on my friend list. My personal friend Facebook thing, and then they having a fit. Oh, Frank Vogel! It's Frank Vogel's fault that Westbrook sucked. Okay, he sucked from the beginning of the season to now. Okay, he sucked, and then this the insult. They top 75 player. Okay, the role player, he wouldn't be in my top 75, but there ain't no argument, I guess, with the role player. Okay, Westbrook, I mean, he went, I pick other players, but what he done with the triple double stuff, I guess he's supposed to be in there. And Carmelo, I mean, he a good player, but I can name some players, 75 players, not counting the ones that I didn't see play that are better than him, with different stuff. But the issue I got that with the top 75 is Dame Lillard and street clothes. How those two got in 75 over Mutombo, Ben Wallace, Alonzo Mourning, and Dwight Howard, okay? How street clothes became a top 75 player? It ain't like he did a lot in a short time. He did. Cause I don't think heck, Kawhi Leonard played 10 years yet? Yeah, I think he played 10 years. But he accomplished so much in that short time. Giannis, they accomplished so much in a short time. I could see they be on there. It don't necessarily mean you got to be playing a long time. You accomplish a lot in a short amount of time, okay. But how street clothes made it in there over the White Coward, okay? Carmelo is not no top 75. He's a top 100, but top 75. I mean, he ain't, like, you got to look at it, man. You got to look at him over the White Coward. The White Coward need to be in there. Okay? Now I give you this, Carmelo will be in there more than street clothes and Dame Lillard, But anyway, you really putting Kyrie over Dame, bro. Kyrie ain't better than Dame. Kyrie had more weapons than Dame. Melo is top 10 in scoring. Yeah, but top 75, you got to factor in a lot of stuff. Like, I'll put Ben Wallace in there simply because of defense. Dennis Rodman made top 75. He ain't no offensive threat. But his rebound averages just like points. 15 rebounds a game, And ruined everything Magic and Dr. Bush built. And yeah, let's get back to the Lakers. Listen, the Lakers suck, okay? They got Westbrook. Y'all LeBron love y'all with oh man, we got Westbrook. Westbrook been on 15 teams since Kevin Durant left, okay? And this is worst year. Now, this is worst year by far, okay? And he got mad. Now, oh man, my last name ruining my family, my last name. Now he got an issue with it because he suck, okay? Nah, they threaten their family and stuff. They shouldn't be doing that. I said this before. If I'm at the game and LeBron there, I just say he suck. I ain't gonna say nothing crossing the line. I just say he suck and Michael Jordan better. I say all the stuff I'm saying on here because I don't say nothing in my eyes. I don't see nothing below the belt about him. So I say everything I say in the videos to him on the court, screaming it on the court. That's it. But Westbrook, he got all made, getting all snappy with the reporters. What you think I would have done? What you think I should have done? One of the guys, one of the reporters said, I don't play in the NBA. He getting all back and forth with the thing. Street clothes, he only played like 10 games this year. Okay? And LeBron, Scottie Pippen, James, he was scoring, he didn't get the scoring title. Joel Embiid did. And then they lost. They sucked. They only won 4 games since the All-Star break. And this guy is the GOAT, you know. The GOAT had returned. This guy is the GOAT, y'all say. Y'all say LeBron, Scottie Pippen J is the GOAT. And this the kicker. Y'all say he make everybody better. Okay, with street clothes is out, how come he don't make the other players better? If he make everybody better, it shouldn't matter who on the team. He could carry them to the playoffs. He didn't even carry them to the play-in, okay? John Moran is better than him. Luka is better than him. You know, and Frank Vogel had to be the guy to get fired. This man just won a title 2 years ago, and now he fired. He the reason, apparently. Okay? You see the trend here? Cleveland went through about 3-4 coaches. Okay? He went to Miami. Pat Riley knew that LeBron James was a role player, so he didn't listen to him and try to get the coach fired. He went to LA. Now he went to Cleveland. Got David Blatt fired. Okay? Went to LA. Luke Walton and Frank Vogel fired. Okay? Everywhere he go, at least with the exception of Miami, at least one coach get fired. You know? And they say it's a coach. It's a combination of things. It's Westbrook playing. Hold on for 1 second. Hello? Uh-huh. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got it. Well, I probably got to get on my computer. Okay. Well, what time? What time they got to me? Yeah, I could do it first thing I get there in the morning. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm back. Let's see. Yeah, I had that. There's some stuff dealing with work, but anyway, they got Giannis. Yeah, Giannis is a beast. You know, Giannis was a choker them 2 MVP years. You know, Tree was a choker. Kawhi Leonard and Miami, but he redeemed himself. You know, so I think he's the best player in the league. You know, Giannis. To be honest, you know the man got offense. He's a good defensive player. You know, and the man looked like he about 8 feet tall. You know. Could coach and GM of the Lakers? No, he can't. And I see you playing Daytona 500. Yeah, that's my ringtone. You know, Daytona 500. But anyway, yeah, James Harden is a choker. I remember he played. He went back to Brooklyn. That first game they played against, his first game playing against the Nets, he played like crap. Okay? James Harden, you know, I never was a big fan of James Harden. You know, he in the top 75 player too. I guess he deserved to be in there, I guess. You know, he won't be in mine, but he'll be in there more than street clothes and Dame Leonard. At least he won an MVP, you know. And so he got so yeah, James Harden is a choker. I think they're gonna get an exit. I think they play the Raptors, I think that's how it go. And you know, Durant, he's supposed to be in there. LeBron, I guess. And the current players, Giannis, Kawhi, Durant, and LeBron. You know, those 4 players, I don't have any issue with in the top 75. The other players I do. Street Clothes, Dane Litter in particular, over Alonzo Mourning, Mutombo, the White Howard, Ben. I put Ben Wallace in it, but yeah, Litter is a good player. I mean, Vince Carter is a good player, but he ain't no top 75 player, And I like Kyrie Irving, but he ain't no top 75 player at this juncture, you know. So that's my only gripe. But anyway, we getting back on these Lakers. The Westbrook, he lived up to that name this year. Okay, he lived up to that name this year with Westbrook. And on Street Clothes, he lived up to his name. Scottie Pippen James lived up to his name. Okay, they at home, and the coach got fired. This coach just won a title a year or so ago. So that just go to show me that title was a fluke, And Carmelo, old Carmelo, and who said? I think it was Barkley or Kenneth Smith. Now this team was in 2010. They'll be a fire team, This team probably won't lose a game. But this is now, okay? Thoughts on the Naked Warrior first round series. I think the Warriors, well, I don't know. The Warriors may not win. I mean, Klay Thompson ain't Klay Thompson. He ain't playing like Klay Thompson. Like he off and on. Steph Curry, at one point, he was playing like the old Steph. He went down a little bit. Looked like he went down after he got that record, in my eyes. That 3-point record. But, he don't suck. And Andrew Wiggins became a great player, but he been out for a while, And Draymond, all of them been kind of injured, So, yeah, then LeBron, yeah, speaking about that, okay, of course, he failed and didn't make the playoffs or the play-in, And not only that, he did the thing. I wouldn't mind playing with Luka. I wouldn't mind playing with Steph Curry. What Steph Curry said, nah, I'm good, homie. Okay? You ain't finna make me like Street Clothes. Steph Curry already get injured and stuff, especially his first couple of years. He was injured, injured a lot, And he heard that. I think it was on an interview or podcast or something. He said, nah, I'm good, cause he said that role player, he said this, their role players keep picking me in the All-Star thing. He keep picking Steph Curry, And Steph Curry said, why would we need you? We defeated you, okay? 3 times. We really defeated you 4 times, but Kyrie Irving saved you, Why would I want you on my team after we easily defeated you, role player? So when that question came up, he said, I'm good, role player. Okay? He a role player. He ain't gonna say it, but he said, look, man, I ain't finna pick. I don't want to play with that role player. He go ruin the team, okay? The Charger fan, we were talking about this. He said he gonna turn Steph Curry, he gonna ruin Steph Curry like he ruined Kevin Love, and Steph Curry just gonna be a spot-up corner shooter. Okay? That's what he said. And I said, that's right. He go ruin him. He go ruin triple single Draymond. Funny, Draymond playing like the old Draymond when Steph Curry and all them came back. And the rest of them go suck. Okay, then what the LeBron lovers gonna say, like wrong and the rest of them? Oh, when you play with LeBron, you gotta sacrifice. Why you gotta sacrifice? What you mean? I mean, think about it. Durant went to the Warriors. Okay, I didn't agree. I didn't like it, due to a balancing of the league. But nobody else can sacrifice. Steph Curry still playing like everybody was still playing like they were playing. They just added Kevin Durant. Okay, so how come Steph Curry and the rest of them didn't sacrifice when they played with Kevin Durant? But when everybody play with the role player, they gotta say. Then when they start saying sacrificing when the star player starts sucking under the role player. You know, like when Bosh was playing like the Toronto Bosh. When he started playing the role play, he resorted to a corner shooter and he sucked. You know, compared to his older self. And what they said, he got to sacrifice. And then when the role player left, Bosh was playing like the Toronto Bosh until he was about to die and had to retire. Okay? You know. And then he went to Cleveland. Kyrie Irving pretty much played the same, but Kevin Love, one of the top 5 at that time now, one of the top 5 big men in the league, a double-double, okay, every other game in Minnesota. So he started playing, resorted to a spot-up corner shooter. Mental issues. What did LeBron lover say? You know, when you play with somebody great like LeBron, you got to sacrifice. Why the Lakers, when they played with Magic, they didn't sacrifice? You know, when you play with Jordan, however you came as a player, when you play with Michael Jordan, you play the same, if anything. If you might not get better, but you won't get worse as opposed to playing with the role player. Okay? So he just ruined the Lakers. So he trying to abandon ship by talking about Steph Curry. Steph Curry said, look, man, I defeated you 15 times in the finals. Okay? Why would I want to play with you? And then Luka, he talking about Luka because Luka younger than Steph Curry. So he could ride his boat until he retire. And Luka, Mark Cuban ain't having it. They say, look, man, me and Dirk and Jason Terry and Deshaun Stevenson, we made you look like a joke in 2011. Why would we want you now? Okay? That was Mark Cuban them said. Okay? So he trying to jump ship to ship to ship. And if I was a team, I wouldn't want that role play on my team. Okay? Because for one, he ain't gonna make any player better. Let's just say he go to Memphis. Let's just say hypothetically, Ja Morant is gonna be like Ja Morant is gonna play like trash. Okay, Ja Morant, he should have got MVP consideration, but due to the fact that he got hurt, I guess they'll take him out of it. Him and Devin Booker should get MVP consideration. Because they the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay, and then also they were winning without Ja Morant. Now they need Ja Morant to go far, but Memphis were winning without him. I just been on working and I don't know if you've been on earlier, but I had a call from work that some I gotta take care of in the morning. I don't have my work computer with me. I don't keep my work computer with me. I leave it at the office. So that what pretty much I've been doing, and going to the gym, and just hanging out, But I'm gonna try to make an effort to make some short videos, so I can make a couple a week. But anyway, on the plane, we're taking LeBron playing now. Don't let him eat. Street Clothes Davis would have played every game this year as Kobe ain't allowing him to take nights off. Yeah, man, Street Clothes. I don't know how that guy became top 75. Okay, even before the take, you take away that bubble year, he is not a top 75 player. He's a good player, but he is not top 75. Okay, but anyway. If the role player go to Memphis, Ja Morant gonna be ruined. Let's just say he go to Phoenix. Chris Paul will probably play the same because he don't have to score like that. But Devin Booker is gonna suck. Okay. So, like shoot, the Lakers have been a joke all season. Okay. Y'all were telling me that LeBron was saying they were championship contenders, and Magic Johnson, they championship contender now. They should have got DeRozan instead of Westbrook. Now, Magic Johnson, You said that the Lakers gonna be ready and they gonna get that title. Now you see that those boys ain't going to the playoffs. Now last week or the week or so ago, oh man, they should have got they should have got DeRozan instead of Westbrook. Well, guess what? The great as DeRozan playing with Chicago, he wouldn't play like that in LA. He would have sucked. Okay. And then y'all would have blamed him. See, y'all blame it. See, the main person you should blame is LeBron, Scottie Pippen, James. He deserves 70% of the blame, okay? Street clothes deserve 15%, and Westbrook need the other 15%, okay, of the blame. Okay, I ain't gonna get usually when they lose, usually when LeBron, Scottie Pippen, James fail in the finals and lose, it's 100% his fault, okay? In my eyes, every loss last year, 100%. We lost in the finals. 100% was him. He was the reason why they failed, okay? If he was on the team, the Heat probably won more titles. Or Cleveland, So DeRozan would have got blamed. It would have been the same thing. It just been a different player. I don't know if he would have played it bad at Westbrook. I give you that. But he wouldn't play like he was in Chicago, like he playing in Chicago. Now the fire went kind of down, but he's still lighting it up. He should get MVP consideration, But if he went to LA, he wouldn't play nothing like he playing in Chicago, like he playing now in Chicago. Y'all would have blamed him or DeFrozen. He suck. Y'all blame this coach. And then I read something. They had like 30-something starting lineup change this season. Okay? So, yeah, he would have been a spot-up shooter. And he would have got blamed once they would have failed. Okay, everybody get blamed except the role player. You notice that? Well, real ones like Skip Bayless and really Skip Bayless. They breaking it down. Okay, this man is not the GOAT. Okay, see, cause y'all LeBron can't have it both ways. They can't say when he averaged 30. And so, see, he still got it in his 19 year. And then when they lose, what you expect? This is 19 year, So, you can't have it both ways, So now, at least y'all LeBron lovers are really realize that, look, man, this guy is not going to make Michael, ain't going to get even in the same block as Michael Jordan and for championships and GOAT. So what they lashing on to LeBron lovers? I mean, other folks other than LeBron, what they lashing on to? The scoring title. Oh, he gonna be the number one scorer in the league. I mean, in history. See that y'all hitching y'all wagons on that because see you don't have to win no championship to get that title. You can just keep playing and score like 10 points a game for 2 years and you'll get it. Okay. So they hitching their wagon on that. So they saying that this they angle now. See, first now mind you, now think about this, folks. LeBron over years ago when he went back to Cleveland and Miami, what they were saying, he gonna win all these titles and he gonna be better than Michael Jordan. Okay, he gonna be the GOAT. Okay, they ain't say nothing about no scoring title. He gonna have the scoring title. He gonna have the all-time scoring rate. They weren't saying nothing about that 5 years ago. Or when he first got to Miami, I mean not in Miami, LA, or when he first went back to Cleveland. They ain't saying that. They were saying he gonna win these titles, and once he gets 6 and gets 7, he gonna pass Michael Jordan. He gonna be better than Michael Jordan. That's what y'all told me, okay? Y'all realizing now, especially this year, that during the season, y'all realizing that this man is not gonna get even nowhere near Michael Jordan, okay? And for titles and dominance in the finals. So what they hitching their wagon on? The scoring record. Now they saying if he get the scoring record, he'll be the GOAT. He'll be better than Jordan then. But the problem with that is Kareem got the scoring record, but Kareem got 6 titles. Okay, so and you ask Kareem, he'll trade that scoring record for another title any day. Okay, so y'all LeBron, y'all know it for a championship count. Look, the role play ain't gonna win no more title. That's done. Okay, that's done. He might not even go to the playoffs again. Okay, let's just keep real here. Okay, he might not even go to the playoffs. Okay, again. So y'all know that. So if for winning championships, LeBron ain't gonna get close to Jordan with that. So what they saying now? Scoring record, assist record. Y'all using these records to try to say he the GOAT. Okay? Cause y'all know titles, that ain't gonna happen again. Okay? Cause Kobe could easily, Kobe was a scorer. What did Kobe was saying until he retired? He wasn't saying nothing about no scoring record. He worried about catching Jordan in titles, okay? Now, y'all LeBron loves scoring record, scoring title, scoring record. He gonna get the all-time scoring record. He gonna nick wrong. Chris Broussard. Once he get the scoring record, well, idiots like him and Shannon Sharp, they already think he the GOAT. But other LeBron lovers, they telling me, yeah, once he get the scoring record, he gonna be better than he gonna be the GOAT then. The scoring record. What about the titles, LeBron lovers? Huh? Answer me. See, the Lakers is this like the worst collapse. Because I'm trying to think, okay, I'm trying to think of some teams that had high expectations that came together and failed. Okay, I think about the Lakers like in 2013, I think, when they had Nash, Dwight Howard, Kobe, and Paul Gasol and the rest of them. Okay, now to my knowledge, they were saying they were going to be a good team, but I ain't hear too many people say, oh man, these boys going straight to the title, because at that point, Nash was on the other side of his prime, okay? The White House pretty still in his prime in my eyes. Kobe, it was like a little bit after they won the 2 back-to-back, and Gasol. So, people were saying they were going to, be good, but I'll put it to you like this. They weren't hyped up like that, saying they gonna win the title that year, because I don't remember hearing it like that. As opposed to when Karl Malone and Gary Payton went to the Lakers. Now everybody was saying they were going to the finals, and win the finals. So I think of those Lakers, the 04 Lakers, the 2013 Lakers, they'll be on my low list. They came together. Yeah, I wonder what I've been talking to NBA Lil Jerry. Get what Lil Jerry saying. He don't watch basketball anymore. That's what he said. Okay. Yeah, that year he tore his ankle, and it was just a big fiasco that first round of the playoffs with the Spurs. He don't watch basketball, but when they win, he say he the GOAT. But when they lose, he's talking about I don't watch basketball. I don't know what's going on. He a LeBron lover, okay? Gonna say we want to play with Steph. Folks did not like Barkley when he went in on LeBron. He don't want to win. He want to compete. Both ends on the floor. Yeah, he a LeBron lover. Love Jerry. His name Love Jerry, okay? He a LeBron lover. And so, there's been other, like, the Minnesota 04, I don't think that was a soup like people saying they were going to win the title. I don't remember that. But, I remember people saying he finally got some good teammates around him. They go far, which they did. But the 04 Lakers, people saying they were going to win the title. 2013, it was some people saying it, but it wasn't like a lot to my memory. The 2011 Heat, they choked. So they supposed to have the quote unquote best player in the league, the real best player in the league, Wade. and Chris Bosh, and they choked. So I think that's a disappointment. You know, uh, um, there are other teams like that, but I think the Lakers is the worst. Okay, this year Lakers is the worst team that they had good players because they ain't like old. You know, I think Melo my age, and they ain't like old as dirt. Like I would never expected them not to make the playoffs. Now I knew they were gonna lose because they got the role player on the team, but I didn't know they were gonna play this bad. In a way, I guess I did because LeBron on the team. Bruce Blitz, or say Bruce Blitz has really been going in on LeBron for the past few years. I remember Bruce Blitz used to be one of the role players, the biggest LeBron lovers on YouTube. He woke up and came to his senses. Most LeBron lovers didn't watch or play basketball. They just read stat sheets and followed the politics of the game. People that actually watch play the game know LeBron, Scottie Pippen, Jay isn't the GOAT. He's not the GOAT, okay? He's not. Okay, and Michael Jordan, I mean, to me, that's just my GOAT, okay? But you can make argument for any player except the role player. You can make an argument about Magic Johnson being the GOAT. You can make an argument about Kareem. If you saw him play, like my rule of thumb is I gotta see him play. You can make an argument about Bill Russell. You can make an argument about other players that you can make arguments about being the GOAT. Okay? Tim Duncan, you can make an argument about him, But the role player, a guy that lost 6 finals, this man lost 6 finals, okay? Badly. Okay? Blitz been posting, Blitz ain't been on my radar for years, I mean, I might check and see if he got something, on their channel, but I just ain't, he just died down. I ain't had nothing against him then. I just thought it was just funny. I overreacted because I talk trash like that to my friends who like players that I don't like. They didn't never get upset like that. They just laugh or go back and forth, But, yeah. Other sports too. Do people have posts of million stats that explain why Serena Williams, Tom Brady? Yeah, because Tom Brady the GOAT. He's not my favorite player, Brett Favre my favorite player, but I know Tom Brady is better than Brett Favre. Your favorite player don't have to be the best at their sport, like the number one best. I mean, to me, Tom Brady is the GOAT. I mean, winning the Super Bowl is tough. Winning 7 of them in football is probably the most tougher thing you could do next to baseball. I think baseball is up there too, due to the fact that you play 160 some games and then the playoffs, and then they only got 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 spots, 4 or 5 spots in baseball for the playoffs, So it's not a lot of spots in the playoffs, and then you play 162. So I think winning multiple titles in baseball tough too. In football, that also took it. It's just one game. Okay. He's not the king. The king at home. The king's supposed to be playing in the play-in. No, better yet, the king ain't supposed to be in the play-in. He don't necessarily got to be the number 1 seed. But the king will at least make the playoffs if he a king, okay? The king of what? The king of getting coaches fired? I mean, we talking about the GOAT. Yeah, Tom Brady is the GOAT. After he won that's really we won 6 titles, he was the GOAT, but the 7 really solidified. I mean, I don't think that gonna happen again. Okay, a player I ain't talking about a player on the team, because, Charles Haley got 5. He was a factor too, but, he wasn't the best player on the team. But Tom Brady was the best, was the key to all 7 of them titles. Yeah, yeah, also, yeah, you're right. When you won without Belichick, because I was saying, I was saying that too. Like, Belichick system. You need to cut. Why I need to cut him some slack? He had, according to y'all, he had Westbrook, a triple double machine. He had Carmelo Anthony, one of the best scorers ever. He had street clothes, a top 75 player. He had the white coward, So they ain't a playoff team. They won 30-some games. Okay? And what did he do? He didn't play. He didn't play. He set out them last couple because he said, look, man, we know we're gonna make. I'm just gonna sit out these games. Now, mind you, they were still in the hunt till like the last couple of games. You would think if he the GOAT, he would have played. Okay? What he did, he sat out. You know why? Because if they lose, because he know they weren't gonna make the play in. Even if he played, actually that would have solidified they weren't making the play in. Okay? So he realized, they said, look, man, I'm a role player, so I'm going to sit out and I'm going to let the LeBron lovers blame the other player for not winning while I was out, so I won't get no blame. Okay, and that's what happened. Frank Vogel, this man, because he was a good coach, they may had to play. How you expect the man to go to the playoff with trash? Okay? He had a group of trash that he had to coach. Okay? If you get Red Auerbach street clothes and Westbrook, he won't make the playoffs either. Phil Jackson won't make the playoffs. Okay? You think they need to get fired? Who gonna win with street clothes that only play 5 games a season? Okay? Also, Corey, explain why LeBron wanted to join parade. Wanted to join parade. I ain't hear that, but I wouldn't be so surprised he say that, And once he went down the top, yeah, he won. He the GOAT. I mean, if I have a team, if I have a Super Bowl game, I start Tom Brady in the Super Bowl if I had to pick a quarterback to start, And Aaron Rodgers, I mean, I love Aaron Rodgers. He won that title, but why did they give him this money? They should just let him go because they just paying him. I got to be honest. I like Aaron Rodgers, but they just paying him. He'll get the MVP and lose like he did this year. Just get bounced in the first game of the playoff. They got bounced. How can Ja leave a team with no names to the playoffs, but Braun can't? Exactly. How come he could do it? Then guess what? He taught them how to play better because once he was out, he was out a few games, throughout the season. I did last little stint. He was out throughout the season here and there. Guess what? They still winning. They were still winning. Now, mind you, they better with Morant, but they didn't just go on to, you know why? Because he taught them that he made them better. And guess who else did it? Little did you know, Kawhi Leonard. Now, Kawhi Leonard went to Toronto that 1 year. Siakam a household name. Van Vliet is a household name. Okay? And guess what? He left, and they still playing good. Okay? Because he taught them. Okay? They still playing. They in the playoffs. I mean, they better with Kawhi, but Kawhi gave them the confidence and the knowledge that they need, and they didn't miss a beat. Van Vliet became an all-star, He was undrafted or something, right? You think LeBron would do that? What if LeBron would have went to Toronto that year? Because Siakam ain't a household name, he would have screwed Siakam over, got him out of there. he would screw Van Vliet over. He definitely would have got him out of there. Okay, for some name, one of his friends in that clutch sport garbage. Okay, and then they would have made it to the playoffs and lost. You know, you think how Kawhi Leonard hit that game winning shot for Philly? You think that role player was able to do that role play? He would either break that shot versus Philly, or he would try to pass to somebody, and the person wasn't even expecting it. He would just throw up the shot and miss, and y'all LeBron would blame the guy. LeBron gave you a good pass. Why you didn't make it? You know, that's what y'all would have said if he would have went to Toronto. Because you know he wouldn't made that shot because he a choker, LeBron, you know. And yeah, the Toronto would have lost. They would have flat out lost. Okay? Like I said, he would have bricked that shot versus Philly, or he would have passed to somebody, and then once they missed, that next day, LeBron lovers like Shannon Sharp and Nick Wrong and all of them, they'll been blaming the guy for not making the shot, okay? Or they would blame, he made the right play. They love saying that, okay? That's the only player they say that garbage to. Now, if I'm built like LeBron, I got a free lane to the goal. Okay, nobody's stopping. You can't be stopped physically. And I pass it off to a person that wasn't even expecting the ball, and then he just throw it up because the time for to hit zero. Y'all blame the shooter. You should be ready for passes. And then y'all to get LeBron out of trouble by saying he just made you supposed to make the right play. The right play, LeBron level, with him just to dunk the ball or do a layup, not pass it off to somebody. And that's what LeBron James do. He just made a good play. That wasn't a good play, okay? You know. So to answer your question, if you went to Toronto, they would have made the playoff, but guess what? They would have failed, okay? And yeah, but the Lakers been a joke all season. And you know I've been busy because how much the role player done been losing. I've been doing a video like every day if I had time, okay? You know, so yeah, I've been busy because the role player been losing, been stinking up the joint, okay? You know, Westbrook for hiring that role player. Well, I blame Jeannie Buss for hiring the role player to lead the team. But at the same time, you know, he brings money to the team. That's one of the main objectives to the team. You know, winning to bring money. But also, superstars. You know, the role player superstar. You know, cause like I said, he famous, he popular, cause it's millions of LeBron lovers for some reason. You know, and they'll be crowded at the games to watch them play. You know, LeBron will make excuses for Braun melting down, but bash Ben Simmons for melting down against Atlanta. Yeah, Ben Simmons did melt down. You know, I mean, when I look at Ben Simmons, I said, man, I wish I was that height, cause I shoot left-handed too. So, first of all, I wouldn't be scared to shoot. If I had that height and size like Ben Simmons, I'm gonna say Ben Wallace, like Ben Simmons, you know. And when I look at stuff like that, I said, man, they get a height to the wrong people. Like there's some people I met through life, they 6 foot something, not 8, but like 6'4" or whatever, and they suck at basketball. I would just like to be 6'4", just to not necessarily try to play. I want to be my same self, do everything I'm still doing, but be 6'4", so I could just play street ball or something, you know, in pastime. Because when I look at that, I said, man, they get hyped to the wrong people sometimes, okay? So I could just dunk, you know. That one thing I want to do is dunk. I'm 5'9", you know. They're not a short, they're like an average height person. But it was as owners have to. Yeah, you generate money because you see Nick Wrong and LeJerry and the rest of they watch every Laker game. So he bring the money. That's not a question. Okay. Since I've been talking about the role play, I never questioned the contract. He deserved the money because they get it back from LeBron lovers like Nick Wrong and LeJerry and Shannon Sharp buying all their stuff. Okay, so they get the money triple fold. My problem is, they better be glad that the revenue don't come from winning because their franchise will be defunct. Okay, messing with the role player because they would have kept losing. The Lakers should have never disregarded Jerry West and not giving him the reins back to run the Lakers again. He making the other organization better. Yeah, Jerry West is a good executive or consultant or whatever title he got. But hey, it is what it is. So the playoffs starting up. When I think the play-ins today or tomorrow. One day this week the play-ins. I hope Minnesota make it to the playoffs. And I'd like to see them see all in the play-in. I know Minnesota play-in tournament. I know the Knicks in the play-in. And then you remember when LeBron James said the play-in stupid, that was during the bubble. The play-in a stupid concept. You remember he was saying that? He was saying that because they playing team were better than his team. And he was afraid that they'll make it and beat them. So therefore the play-in stupid. Now when they try to get in the play-in this year, now the play-in is good. Okay, the Nets play Cleveland. I like Cleveland. Cleveland, of course they have improved. They got Garland and Allen. But, the Nets go beat them unless they just collapse. Minnesota and the Clippers, this going to be a good one. I don't know if Kawhi didn't play the whole season. Okay? And I know the Clippers got more experience in the playoffs. But, hey, the Nuggets beat them that other year. And they had Kawhi Leonard playing. So, and then Kawhi Leonard, I don't think he going to play. If he ain't play by now, I don't think he gonna play. I think Minnesota go win the play-in game with Minnesota versus the Clippers. Who else? The Hawks versus the Hornets. This will be a good one. LaMelo and Trae Young. But I think the Hawks gonna pull this one through due to experience. The Pelicans versus the Spurs. This is like a balanced one in my eyes. I know CJ McCollum happy he left New Orleans. Because he had been at home by now. And the Spurs, the Spurs got in there because the Lakers sucked in my eyes. So I think the Pelicans will win. So I got the Pelicans, the Hawks, the Timberwolves, and the Knicks. And then we'll see who win from that. But I think it's gonna be a good playoffs. My early predictions, I know that Phoenix got the best record in the league. I don't really use that because, we seen the Golden State Warriors with 73 and then they failed in the finals. And then, they made it to the final last year, but, Chris Paul prone to either choke or get hurt in a crucial game and be out for about 2 games in the series. But as far as the West, even with all that said, I think Phoenix could repeat if everybody stay healthy. Now Golden State may be second or Memphis. Memphis, they don't have that much experience. And Golden State, I mean, if everybody healthy, and they play on point, and Klay Thompson play on point, it could be the Warriors, Phoenix in the Western Conference Finals. And then other little teams like the Mavericks, you know, I don't think they'll make it deep. But the wild card is probably Memphis. Because you never know. You know, John Morant been on another level this year. He the truth. I know New Orleans regret they got fat Zion as opposed to John Morant. Okay? Because, you know, I don't watch college. So I only hear about these players as it coming close to the draft. And even then, they were saying Zion with the weight and everything, it could be a problem and injuries. And, you know, I ain't know who John Morant was until it started getting close to the draft and the tournament and whatever. So if I would guess, either the Warriors or Phoenix will make it to the finals. A wild card, Memphis. As far as the East, I think the East more wide open than a lot of people think. Miami, the Bucks. Yeah, I always keep the Bucks. The Nets, although they the 8th seed or whatever, if they win, they play in. I think there'll be a higher seed if Kyrie would have played. You know, he didn't play because of the vaccine thing. I think they wouldn't even been in the play-in. They'll been higher if Kyrie would have played the whole season, home games at least. And I think the Nets, I ain't really worried about Philly because they got James Harden and he a choker. I think the Heat, Bucks, the Knicks, and Boston will be the wild card or whatever, you know. But if I had to choose, my finals again, my dream finals would be the Bucks versus Phoenix again. I mean, I like Steph Curry, but you know, he already won. You know, I like to see the Bucks and Phoenix again because that was a great series. I don't know why people didn't like it. Some people didn't like because the role player didn't play in it. But that was good. That was a good back and forth. Or I like to see the Heat versus the Suns. It'd be new, just like last year. It'd be fresh teams. It'd be a great player, Jimmy Butler, or Chris Paul will finally get a ring. You know, one of them will finally get a ring. Okay? So it's gonna be wild. So all right, y'all, I'm getting kind of sleepy. So I'll talk to y'all tomorrow or whenever. See, what I'm gonna start doing also, I'm gonna put like I did the little post saying that what time it's gonna be. I'm gonna do that the day of, so y'all will know that I'm doing one that day. If I do a live or if I just do a video, you know, I just do it and upload it. But all right, y'all have a good rest of the night. If y'all on the East Coast, I get up in the morning about 4 to go to the gym, 4:30, and I'm getting kind of sleepy and I don't want to be groggy. So y'all have a good rest of the night. LeBron James suck. The Lakers suck. Okay? Peace.